Hey guys, it's Young here, and I wanted to make this video today to kind of talk a little bit about why I wanted to start making YouTube videos. This is kind of like just thrown together here in a few hours. I did make a promise that I wanted to release at least one video every 7 to 10 days. And the video I wanted to release today originally didn't quite come to fruition just yet. It's almost done. But yeah, I felt like I would experiment a little bit. This is going to be like a little part of a series I want to do here and there called Let's Talk About. And Let's Talk About is basically unscripted. I usually do use like scripts as guidelines for my videos, but I don't go by them 100% of the time. I kind of just have little headliners and stuff that I'll write down, footnotes, and I'll base my conversation off of that. But today I'm just going free flow, so I'm a little bit rambling. Um, this is more genuine me. Uh, I talk about a lot of things, and today I wanted to talk about why I started to make YouTube videos. Ugh, sorry about that. So, one of the main reasons why I wanted to start making YouTube videos is because when I was younger, going through high school, I had the opportunity to take college courses at the same time. I don't remember what the program is exactly, but I'm sure a lot of people have gone through the same thing too, where they were given the privilege to work on college credits while they were still finishing up high school. But, anyways, besides that point, I was going to college for film and media, and I always wanted to be a film director or something on the par. I wanted to be involved with films back in the day because I've always just been like enamored by movies in general. Um, a couple of my favorite ones right off the top of my head. I love Jurassic Park. Used to watch that religiously. All three of the uh, original trilogy: Jurassic Park, The Lost World, JP3. Don't understand why you motherfuckers hate Jurassic Park 3, but yeah, you guys are definitely misjudging that film. I love that one so much. Y'all probably just hate Spinosaurus for some reason. But I also loved the original Star Wars trilogy as well. Used to watch it with my grandparents all the time. Um, yeah, I love the original Star Wars movies, even the prequel movies. Love those too. What are some other films that I liked growing up? There was this one like almost B horror movie called Eight-Legged Freaks too. Love that movie. Thought it was so cool. And then of course I grew up on like the Disney classics like Pocahontas or Treasure Planet. What other movies? Anyways, I love movies, and I always thought it would be cool to try and make something uh, along the lines of film, telling stories too, or at least I like creating stories. I think it is so hard to tell a story, especially when you're so like self-conscious about um, everything that makes your identity. Um, I see all my flaws and imperfections, and that's just in myself. And when you're trying to tell a story, you don't want to just half-ass it. I feel like if you really care about what you're thinking of, you're gonna do your best to represent it for everybody to see. Yeah, so that kind of goes along with the whole me wanting to make movies when I was younger. Um, I still think it'd be super cool to make a movie, but that's kind of like a dream I had to put in the on the shelf for a long time. I mean, obviously, I'm not making movies right now as most people would perceive them to be considered as movies. But yeah, I've been studying a lot of animation over the past few years, maybe half a decade or more, and I've been inspired by the greats of 2D animation, classical animation, such as Don Bluth and Ralph Bakshi. Really love their works. I used to watch them religiously when I was going through a tough time, and they just inspired me to do more with my art. Which leads into another reason why I started doing YouTube videos and trying to work on YouTube videos, which is I wanted to start flexing my creative muscles again. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, I would say like I'm super in shape. I have a decent job, and I've kind of neglected my creative side of me, my mind, if you would say. I've got a good body, I've got a good job, but I haven't really been doing too good at keeping my mind in check. And being creative is the best way to keep your mind active, you know? Um, you can just sit there and consume all these other stories and all these other projects and passions and dreams that people have brought to you and everybody else around you. Or you could also try to make your own stuff as well. I feel like everybody should be doing something creative, whether it's painting, whether it's carpentry, whether it's pottery. I don't know what you call people who make pottery. Potterers. I'm just fucking with you. It's definitely not what you call them. But everybody should be doing something to unleash their thoughts into reality. In positive ways, People can take that. I'd rather some people keep what the fuck they have in their head inside of their head, because there's some nuts out there, I'll tell you. But yeah, I just feel like making videos has been helping me feel motivated to create, because obviously when you're working a full-time job 8 to 5, and then you're spending like 2 to 3 hours a day exercising at the same time, like it's rough to fit in like drawing or illustrating. It's hard to fit all your passions in, and I've been having to really make sure that I don't let my dreams die and my creative side die. Because I feel like when your creative side dies, you let the child within die. And the child within is kind of the optimistic innocence of our reality, I guess. I mean, most people who have let their child inside die are very pessimistic and doomerish, you know what I'm saying? They're not very pleasant to be around, and they don't always give you the best advice if they're not already telling you to fuck off, you know? I feel like there's too many people just letting their hopes and dreams die these days. And I feel like that's because the corporate billionaire fucktards have been sucking the souls out of everybody just to build their own empire and build their own dreams upon the corpses of the working class citizens. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like YouTube has been something I've always wanted to do as well. Just for the love of it, man. I always thought growing up watching these people playing these games or talking about these subjects, a lot of them seem so passionate about what they do, and they seem like they love doing what they do, and I want to love what I'm doing too. I love my job, and I love my body, you know, my strength and athleticness. Oh man. Yeah, my athleticness. We'll go with that. But one thing I've been so hard on myself for the past few years is I wanted to do all these creative things, and I set these expectations up for myself, and I've just failed myself over and over again when it comes to creating or being artistic. Man, it's hard to talk about right now. I get emotional thinking about my failures as an artist and creative person. But there came a time where I was like, you know, Young, you can't just be hiding all the time. There comes a point in time where you have to put yourself out there. And there comes a point in time where even if what you do doesn't live up to your expectations, what truly matters is you did something. And if anything were to happen to me, these videos and stuff that I make on here will be kind of like a time capsule and be my little mark on the world, where somebody could say, man, Young was such a passionate person about video games. I remember he started this YouTube channel. His videos weren't that great, but he just loved making them. And honestly, I think it would be beautiful to be remembered for what you love doing. I sure remember a lot of people for what they love doing. I don't know about you, but yeah, I remember people for what they love. Not just for who they are, but for what they like to do with their time. I have a coworker, a few weeks ago, me and her were just shooting the shit, and I forgot what the conversation was exactly, but she brought up that she does running classes or like a running club or something on Wednesdays. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, because I like running too. So obviously I'd probably remember if somebody mentioned they like running. And then like last week, a few weeks after she talked about that with me, I brought it up again, and she's like, why the fuck did you even remember that? Or why do you even care? And I'm like, well, I mean, it seemed like it was important for you, and I feel like people would like to be remembered for what they enjoy doing. Sometimes that's probably not the best thing for people to be remembered by. But yeah, I really care about what people do, what people enjoy, And I'd hope that other people would feel the same about me too when I'm not around, or if I'm dead and gone, you know, just if I ever have kids, they can come here and listen to good old Pappy Venus rambling about bullshit. Oh, he lived just like he died. Talking about stupid bullshit that doesn't even matter. Oh man. Yeah, that probably would be me. I'd probably be the old dude in the retirement home saying Fortnite Battle Pass. And my nurse would be like, "Okay, Grandpa, it's time for your meds." Yeah, that's totally gonna be me. Fucking Big Chungus, fucking epic swag. Oh god, I'm so fucking cringe, but I'm free. Let me think. I had a few things I wanted to talk about, or a few bullet points in my mind where I was like, I should definitely talk about this today. Oh yeah. I also wanted to start making YouTube videos because I love video games. I love video games so much. I've been playing video games for over 20 years at this point. Right? Call me fucking Unk or something. I don't know what you people are gonna call me after I make this video. Probably some dweeb nerd, some shit like that. But I love video games, and I don't really discriminate too much against video games. Most of the time. If I don't fuck with sports games. If you fuck with sports games, I mean, we're two different breeds. Yeah. I used to play some sports games back in the day, but I wasn't like grinding 2K whatever the fuck their slot machines are. Yeah, I wasn't doing that stuff, but I've spent the majority of my life behind the screen. Not necessarily in a negative way. Video games have always been therapy for me. And as a creative person, I like to kind of assimilate stories and tales and fables through any media or any way stories are told, you know, into my own thoughts. And video games have always inspired me for trying to create like epic stories that people want to experience. And honestly, without video games, my life would probably cease to exist a while ago. They help keep me sane, is what I'm trying to say. And I wanted to express my gratitude towards the media or medium of video games by investing my spare time into sharing my experiences with video games and helping people maybe discover games they've never heard of or make informed decisions on video games to buy. Because I can tolerate some poo-poo ass games, man, like some actual like dog shit games, just because I take video games for what they are. They're entertainment. And sometimes buggy, shitty ass games are very fun. They can be very, very fun. But not all the time. But what was I saying? I think video games are very important to me. And I just love to give back to the developers, the communities, and my friends and family that have introduced me to such cool experiences. There's nothing quite like a video game that you love or enjoy. But yeah, that's a lot of the reasons why I wanted to start making YouTube videos and just putting myself out here on the platform. I'm not very confident with what I put out. You know, like I said earlier, I am very analytical and aware of my imperfections, but just being too much of a perfectionist just takes too much time and life out of you. Like, it takes the life out of your fucking soul, turns your hairs gray, makes your dick go into menopause. Man. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I just really needed to start creating again. My mind was yearning for expressing myself in some way. And, you know, with the videos I make, obviously you see I make art for them. Not necessarily like Studio Ghibli animation or anything like that. Probably not even comparable to some other YouTubers who do the similar types of things, but they outsource a lot of their shit. So this is all me. I'm grassroots gamer over here. Yeah, I'm completely on my own when I make these videos. The only way that anybody else would really contribute is if they were to be in the footage for the games that I play. Like we were playing multiplayer or some shit. But yeah, it all comes down to I wanted to start creating again. And it's been so long since I felt like I've actually finished a creative project. Because most of the time I just let them sit there because I look at them, I look at my creations, and I see my imperfections in them, and I hate my imperfections. If I could be Jesus fucking Christ, that kind of perfect, if I could be like Big G in the sky, man, I would do a lot to kill some of my imperfections. But as a man, as a human being, it's impossible to escape imperfections. But it is also very vital for our sanity and for culture to continue and grow and flourish that we remain creative. And I really would love for, if I am ever gone, or when I am gone from this world, that somebody can come here to this channel if they miss my voice, or if they miss my personality, or if they just want to reminisce a little bit about things I care about. They can come here and they could say, you know what? You did good, young. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever it is. But please promise me you guys will create something good and something you can be proud of. Later.